What's up, y'all? It's Nelson, the owner and chief Cabana Boy of Cabana Boys Events. Welcome to the Cabana Boys Podcast. I have no idea what episode number this is. We're doing a lot of them, so I'm excited about that. Today we have Jess and Nicole, two of our Scottsdale Cabana girls. We're going to learn more about them and their background, how they got involved, and share some funny stories, I'm sure. But I have two things that I want to share before we dive in. The first one is actually a question. Are y'all thirsty?
Yeah, I am.
Let's open the Cabana Boys cooler. Take your pick.
Perfect.
What'd you guys get? Oh, High Noon.
High Noon, pineapple. Pineapple.
I'm going with a Colorado Kool-Aid. Cheers. Thanks for being here.
Cheers.
And then the second thing I have is a little bit of an announcement. We just released for our Cabana Boys apparel, this new line of apparel that we're calling the Social Club. So I wanted to get your all's opinion. So the first one, well, actually we have a lot, but
That's cute. Yeah.
we have the Cocktail Cowboys Social Club in Nashville. I'll let you guys take a look at that. We have actually for every city and every brand. Charleston,
How soft it is.
Cocktail Boys,
It is
camera, look at that.
soft. It's good material.
We've got sweatshirts, we've got t-shirts, we've got hats, we've got trucker caps. I mean, we just got
I
so
love
much
this color.
stuff. It's pretty
I do
cool.
like that color.
Yeah.
So we got like every color you can think of,
It's like a
and a bunch of
seafoam.
different styles. So shop.cabana-boys.com. Search for Social
these
Club
hats.
and that should pop up. You guys like those?
They're cute.
Nice. Nailed it. All right, Jess, let's start with you. Tell us more about yourself, how you got involved, anything else you want to share about, work outside Cabana Girls, kind of open-ended.
Okay. Well, I'm from Seattle, Washington originally, so I've been out here. I think this is my 7th year, so getting pretty familiar finally.
I don't think I realized that. I'm from Portland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know we were both from the Northwest.
Yeah, that's like close enough. Driving distance.
Yeah.
Same thing.
People confuse the two a lot. I
Yeah,
think.
they do.
Yeah.
I get that, and they're like, "Oh, Portland," and I'm like,
No.
Seattle, and then just
people
default to
me,
Seattle.
People to me are like, Portland. I'm like, no, I'm not from there. Like,
Because my hometown is so small that no one ever knows where it is unless you're like from Washington area.
where is it?
I'm from like Bremerton, Port Orchard area.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
but
so
only because
no one else knows that though. So they're like, "Where?" And I'm like, "Seattle."
Yeah,
just
there you go.
Seattle.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so you've been here for 7 years.
I got into Cabana Girls because I met Chase online and he shot me over a text one day and was like, "Hey, we're gonna do this. Are you interested?"
Nice.
And that was literally it. And I was
The
like,
rest is history.
"Yeah, sure."
What do you do outside of Cabana Girls?
Outside of Cabana Girls, I have a few jobs. My main one, I'm an insurance adjuster for auto claims, so fix cars all day.
Nice.
And then I'm a notary in my spare time, and then I model on the side.
Nice. Got your hand in a lot of different things.
I do.
That's
Jack
cool.
of all trades.
Yeah.
And I heard you're an aspiring fitness influencer also.
I'm working on it.
What? Tell us more about that. I know it's a joke, but
It is a running joke. I wear the little mics to the gym, so I go with like a group of people usually. So if they're like talking smack, which it's like recorded on the audio, and we just keep like the tripod up. But I am getting my instructor's certification for yoga, so I'm still in the process of like completing that.
okay.
So I'm in the gym a lot. I go 5 days a week, and it's just more funny like to listen to what you guys say, and like it's more of like inside jokes.
You guys meaning guys or just like,
Yeah, like the guys that I work out with, because
Gotcha.
I don't work out. I think there's one girl that comes other than me.
gotcha. What gym do you go to?
I go to EOS, or
Okay.
EOS, however you say it. I feel like
I don't know.
I've heard it both
EOS.
ways. I don't know.
I say US.
I say EOS. I have no idea if it's right, but
Yeah, I don't know. If you know, let me know.
Right?
nice.
Seriously.
That's cool. I feel like fitness, there's some guys at my gym that they're by themselves and they'll set up the tripod and it's like in the middle of the walkway.
It's in the way.
And I'm like, I respect the hustle. Like
It's
I
annoying.
genuinely do. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you're not that strong. And like, you're not like in super great shape. So I don't know. I guess you got to start somewhere, but it's just more of an inconvenience for me. I set up my camera just to like take videos of my form and send them to my coach.
Yeah.
But I think some people probably think like, this asshole, he's not that strong and he doesn't have that great of a body. What is he doing?
I feel like you definitely have to start somewhere, but if it's in the way, like, move your shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like if I'm walking and I'm
respectful.
like, yeah, be respectful of like the space.
Yeah. All right, Nicole, how about you? Tell us about yourself.
I'm originally from upstate New York, Syracuse area. I grew up in a little town called Cato.
Cato? I've never heard of that.
It's about a small little farm town.
Nice.
About a class of 80, so not too many people. Everybody knew everybody. In my spare time, if I'm not working for Cabana Girls, I'm in the gym. I'm with Jess. I'm not recording, but I definitely take my daily selfies and make sure everybody knows I'm there.
It's accountability.
Yep, that's right. Other than that, I love to cook. I love to hike. Anything outdoors, camping. I'm a huge camper. I don't mind getting dirty. I don't mind, tent camping on the ground.
Nice.
So that's really what tickles my fancy. Anything in nature and outside is.
How'd you get from Cato to Phoenix?
Phoenix. A boyfriend at the time. Yeah, he took a job offer here.
Classic.
Yeah, took a job offer, and shortly after we got here, we parted ways for the better, for the best.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So other than that, I have a dog who's 13, so I'm always trying to take her outside as much as possible and treat her like my little child. But
have the two of you worked together, like at parties?
Oh yeah.
We worked a lot of parties, I feel like.
You two and a couple other girls work more than anybody else, I think.
I like to hear that.
Which I appreciate. We haven't been able to give everybody equal number of parties just based off availability, but I appreciate y'all being there, being reliable.
We're
Absolutely.
diehards here.
Yeah. So I asked you both to bring 2 truths and a lie. Did you bring those?
You did.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So you're going to say them. Don't tell me what the truths are and what the lies are if you've never played this game before, because that would ruin the game. I'll guess what they are.
And don't put them in order. Truth, truth, lie.
Yeah, you might put the lie first. You can mix it up. Throw me off.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Whoever's ready.
All right.
It's a formal.
I've been practicing all night.
Hear ye, hear ye. I present you my 2 truths and a lie.
Okay. I've been bear hunting in northern Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I once sold a pair of dirty socks for $500 online. I flipped an ATV and broke my foot in Sedona and was stranded out in the desert for hours.
Oof. This is hard because I feel like these are all very believable.
They are.
Because men are friggin' weirdos. And they'd probably buy your socks. And you said you're outdoorsy. Mm-hmm. So the other 2 are definitely believable. I'm going to say the last one is the lie, the ATV.
That is true.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're by yourself?
No, I was with my best friend, Rachel.
Oh, okay.
And we rented these ATVs, and she's grown up like ATV and rock climbing. Like she does it all. I have not. I grew up in the city and then moved to the country. So she convinced me to drive, which I did. And she's convincing me to do some donuts, which I did one, and it was wonderful. And I was like, yes, I'm living life. Do it again. And that second time, I should have never done it. And we just flipped the ATV, and my foot was smashed in between the ATV and the ground. And she was just seatbelted, like dangling above me. And
oh my God.
Yeah, it was actually pretty terrifying. We ended up having to get out of there, and my adrenaline was going so bad that I didn't even realize how bad I hurt my foot. And we were just hobbling, for what felt like days,
Oh my God.
I actually still had service. So the first thing I did was call my brother Carlos, and he was in the military. I was like, what do I do? What's protocol? He's like, well, you got service. You're fine.
I'm busy, sister.
Like, okay, yeah.
Call me back later.
Literally. I'm like, okay, well, like if the sun goes down, it gets cold out in the desert.
You're like,
Javelina.
You're thinking about like which part of your friend you're going to eat first, like that kind of stuff.
Her butt is so nice. But yeah, she ended up going, we seen like this trailer, and she ended up, booking ass to it. And I just stayed put. And I remember I had a red bandana that we were tied because, of course, dirt's flying in your face. And I didn't realize it was her in the truck. And I'm just like waving this bandana, like, help me, help me. And it was her in the truck. So it was her and this gentleman and myself trying to flip this ATV back over, which we got it over. We got back. We lost a helmet. We lost like the map that they gave us. They definitely knew we took it hard on that ATV.
Understatement.
Yeah. I stayed in the car. At that point, like once I got back to civilization, my pain was like through the roof. And I pretended I was on the phone and I was like, I'm having such a great time as they're coming outside and inspecting the ATV. And the guy's like, you guys freaking rode this. And she's like, no. She's like, I grew up with these things. Like, I didn't roll it, I swear. He goes, there's grass on the roof. Like, you guys rolled it. She goes, no, I'm not lying. Like, we were hard on it. That's why I paid, the extra for the rims and stuff like that. But no, he let us go. Thank God.
Wow.
I stayed in the car. We didn't have to pay anything extra. Kind of ruined our trip because we were going to go stay in a cabin and we ended up having to go into the emergency room. And I was out of work for 2 weeks after that. So,
Oh man.
yeah,
Brutal.
it was intense.
Yeah, seriously.
It was intense.
Good thing you were like close enough that it wasn't like totally remote.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I mean, at one point when she was gone, all I could think of is like, God, I hope these people are like kind and they're not hills have eyes and, and, it felt like I said a lifetime. So at one point I'm screaming, Rachel, Rachel, nowhere to be found. I'm just like losing my mind.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to take away from that and is not to get in the car with you.
Not to have me do any
No donuts.
donuts. Yeah. Like I knew my abilities were not there, but that first one went so smooth and then she hyped me up and game over.
Okay, so that's true. Don't let Nicole ride on an ATV. $500 sock and bear hunting.
Yep.
I think the bear hunting is true.
Yes, you're right.
All right.
So the socks is
sock is
a lot.
as a creative.
I bet you I could.
Yeah, I
sell
don't
socks.
doubt your abilities.
Maybe not 500, but maybe, who knows? People, like you said, boys are weird.
Sold dirty shoes online, not intentionally. I had posted regular shoes like for sale that I just never wore, and someone hit me up for shoes in the background, like dirty moccasins that I like took my dog potty in, and I was like, I just didn't, and I was so naive, I didn't comprehend like why he wanted them. So I was like, those are dirty, you don't want those. And he was like, I understand. And I was like, yeah, why do you want them? Like I'm not following. Like, I was just so dumb. I was like,
There's
it's like these are like $10 at Walmart. Like, why do you want them? I was like, go buy a new pair.
So there's I don't really know. Actually, I should pull it up. There's this guy who sent me a Facebook message. Let me find it real quick. And he's like, hey man, how's it going? And I like responded. I was just like, what's up, dude? And he's like, what did he say? Hey Nelson, what size shoes do you wear?
Oh.
And we have one mutual friend. And I was joking. I said 17, which is not true. And he goes, damn, you have massive feet. Is it tough buying shoes in your size? And I said, sometimes.
Sometimes.
So, how tall are you? Your feet are 8 sizes bigger than mine. And I said, I'm 6'5". He goes, huge. Haha, I'm 6'1" and size 9. Can I buy you a new pair of size 17s? Whichever ones you want. And then he sent me $17. It says payment canceled, but I didn't actually get the money. Then he said, hey Nelson. And then 3 weeks later, hey. And then 4 months later, hey man. So I guess it's not just girls that get this. So I kind of just did. I honestly had not thought about this conversation until right now.
You better hit him up.
Yeah.
You better be like, hey, my 17s cost a little bit more than $17 here, but I don't know, this ain't cutting it, and I never got the first payment.
So I don't know what's going on there with our man David, but whatever. All right. So Jess, you're 2 truths and a lie.
Okay. I would say when I was younger, I grew up racing like Supercross, and I was sponsored by Monster.
Okay.
I have totaled a vehicle on the 101 over sex trafficking, over like attempted abduction. Someone tried to get me and totaled my vehicle. Had the highway shut down for a couple hours. And I have a 5-year-old daughter.
Okay. I know the last one's true.
Yeah.
It is.
Ooh, that's tough.
I know she's sporty too. Like,
Yeah.
I also like to be outdoors, camping and whatnot.
Well, this is not.
I grew up
3
in like.
truths and a lie.
No, I know.
I'm gonna say the second one's true. The abduction one.
It is true.
really?
Damn.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah. What? Like somebody tried to like put you in a van and.
A fan. So I actually have a video of it. I can show you guys. I'll pull it up while I'm telling you. But
Jeez.
How did you get a video? Like you were recording them, like trying to steal you?
no, not the whole thing, but I'll show you. I left work. I worked an open shift. I think I was working for Discover Card at the time, and I did like fraud. So I worked like 5 to 1:30. So I was off midday, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go get Dutch Bros, and then I'm going to go do laundry and whatnot. I'll take a nap, and then I'll hang out with my friends later. I like put my 2 weeks in that day too at my job to go to a different job for just like money. So I was like, it's going to be a good day. Like it wasn't, you know how when you like put your 2 weeks in, you get real nervous and you're like, oh, I have like, all this anxiety.
Yeah.
Like I finally like had that release. So I had the job lined up, but I was just like so anxious. I don't know, like the confrontation. I'm not a really confrontational person. So I was like, the fact that I have to be like, hey, I quit, like that had me all worked up. So I was like, I felt better finally. So I was like, I'm going to get a coffee. It'll be a good afternoon.
Nice.
Highway is usually empty at like 2 p.m. And I had I had a 2008 Kia Rio, and I'd crank windows. Like it was my first car ever. I drove it from Washington to here when I moved, and it was a pile. So it didn't have any working airbags. I had a recall that I'd never fixed when I was in college, and I was like, I'm just going to rent it till it dies, and I'll get a new car then, because it was like on its last leg.
Yeah.
And I was going like 80, which like on the 101 isn't crazy. No, it's like everyone, if you're going like 20 over, you're still going slow.
Yeah.
I've noticed. So
in Scottsdale. For sure.
So I was in like the second to middle lane, and this car came up behind me. It was a white Honda Accord, and he started like getting super close to the point where I couldn't see his headlights in my like mirror, and I was like
on the highway going 80?
Yeah, and there's no one around me, so I'm like okay, I'll move. Like you could, the other lanes are open, but let me get out of your way. Like you're making me nervous. So he started bumper tapping me and like trying to like cue me to like pull over, and I was like, I'm not pulling over. Like I might have my blonde moments, but I'm not that naive. Like, absolutely not. I might not get out of this car.
Yeah.
And it was a car of 3 men, and I was like, I don't know you guys. So I called 911, and I was like, hey, I have these people, and I'm like hysterical at this point because they're hitting me. And I'm like, I know if I crash, these airbags are not deploying. Like, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, on your next exit is coming up, which is Thunderbird. There's like that strip of gravel between like the highway and the exit. She was like, take that last second and spin your car out, basically. But do it so they can't do it next. So I was like, you want me to crash my car?
That seems like a weird advice.
Yeah.
Because it was lesser of a danger to others on the highway if I were to crash on the highway.
Yeah.
Rather than just like spin out in the rocks and go off-road, basically. I was like, odd, but okay. Like if that's like, I don't know. Yeah. You make the rules. I called you for a reason. So like, I guess I should follow the instructions. You know what I mean? Like this is your job. I'm not going to tell you how to do
I'm
your
not
job.
in a position to say no to your advice.
Yeah. I was like odd, but scary. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then they tried to do that and didn't do it in time, of course, and they crashed the car that they were in, and they got out on foot. I remember like I was in such shock at that point, like after getting out of my car, that I was like, I don't even know what's going on. It's like middle of summer. It's hot as shit outside. Like I'm in jeans and a sweater. My car wouldn't turn back on after that. Like it was totally ruined. Some strange guy came up behind me and like bear hugged me from behind and was like yelling at the other guys because they came out on foot after me. And he was like, you can't have her. You can't have her. And I was like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I'm so shell-shocked right now. Like, what about my car? Like, why are you guys chasing me? Like, what's going on? Yeah. And then some other random girl stopped because she was recording the whole thing. So she has the whole incident recorded. And I ended up losing that, but she had to send it to the police when they showed up. But the police came, they got out and like took off. One got picked up at Ride Now. There's like the Ride Now store in Thunderbird in the 101. One of the employees ended up tackling him because he was like running through the store. And I actually know that guy. I met him years later, oddly.
Wow.
Which is, I was like, super wild. Small world, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then the other one got picked up down at Rio Vista, that park down there.
Okay.
And then one was unconscious in the back seat, and the car was stolen, and then they had like previous charges. So one was like wanted for sex trafficking and allegations, one was something with drugs, and then one was illegal and sex trafficking allegations. And I was like, I still don't know why, like I just didn't understand because I was only here for like maybe 9 months at that point. Like I hadn't even been here a full year. So I was like, I don't understand. Like that's not a thing I have to deal with in Washington. Like, I grew up in the sticks. Like, if you're chasing me, like, you better know where you're going. Because when I turn my lights off, you can't see me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sex trafficking's not a worry that I ever had.
Wow.
And the police were like, yeah, you fit the build for, like, what they would sell. So, like, they're probably, you're blonde, light eyes, you're fit.
Yeah.
They're probably going to take you.
Oh, my gosh.
I went and dyed my hair black, like, a week later. I was like, no more blonde.
I
was like, I can't.
That's terrifying.
People are sick. Well, I'm glad that you are okay.
Thank you.
And that you're here, and that hopefully has not happened again. I was hoping that was going to be the lie, but I guess that's the truth.
Yeah.
So, He shows the video afterwards, if you don't mind.
That's
all right. I'm going to do 2 truths and a lie. Take a hard right turn on that.
Lighten up this mood a little.
See?
Thinking about your feet again.
Yeah, 17s. No, they're not. They're 13s. All right. So here are my 2 truths and a lie. I'm related to Garth Brooks. I wrecked a rental car in Croatia, and I am currently fostering a dog.
I feel like the Croatia one is a lie.
Okay. What do you think?
I feel like you're fostering a dog. I saw somebody in here that
I definitely saw 2 dogs, and I know you only have one.
Yeah. I feel like that's the lie. I think.
You're both wrong.
No.
Yeah. What? I'm not related to Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks, even though we share the same last name, is not in my family tree. No, I am currently fostering a dog. It's in the laundry room right now. Okay. Surprised you didn't hear it barking. Yeah, my wife, 2 days ago, I was in Nashville, and she was like on like she's a doctor and she's doing her residency, and she was out in like a social work van, like stopping on people who need like psychiatric help. And she texts me, she's like, oh my gosh, like this lady who like can't take care of this dog has this really cute dog, and sent me a picture of the dog in the house. And then like 3 hours later, she sent me a picture of the dog in her car. I'm like, hold on a second. How'd this happen? What? I'm confused. And she's like, yeah, it's like, I told you, like, we're going to look after it. I was like, I didn't realize we was the Brooks household. I thought we was like the program that you were working with.
Yeah.
And so we have a dog. Its name's Ben. It's in the other room over there.
What kind of dog is it?
I have no idea. It's like a little terrier, or like little white.
Small little mutt.
It's kind of thick. It's like, it's kind of strong.
Okay.
A little stocky. Strong boy.
Yeah. And then I did wreck a car in Croatia. Your conversations about like wrecking cars and taking it back to the rental company and pretending you didn't do it. I can relate to that. I was in Croatia. I don't remember which island I was on, but I was on Yacht Week, which is like a thing. You travel with your friends. You're on a private yacht, and there's like 40 other yachts on the same itinerary. It's super fun, but they give you a bunch of free time, just like explore the islands. And so there was 4 of my friends and I were in this like little tiny car. Like we were definitely like at max capacity in this car, and I was driving. We're like going to see this like really cool church, and I like pull up, and it goes up a hill, and then there's like a switchback, and I kind of got like stuck in like the turning radius, and so I like backed into a wall and like pulled forward and hit a wall, and eventually got out of it, and like went back to the rental place and just like didn't say anything. And like, she's like, okay, like, let's go, inspect the car. And she's like, did you do this? I was like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I like bent down and like looked really close. Like, I don't see anything. Even though it's like scratches all over it.
The bumper's hanging.
And I was like, no, I didn't do it. She's like, come on, dude. Like, I know you did this. She didn't say, come on, dude, because she was Croatian. But I was like, all right, fine, I did it. All right. And she's made me pay like $250, and that was that. So not too bad.
Not bad.
But yeah, but not related to Garth Brooks.
Noted.
Yeah. I don't know how that slipped our mind.
Yeah. All right, let's do a couple of fishbowl questions. Take one, and we'll read it, and then we'll all answer.
Do you want me to pass it to her?
Yeah. We'll probably have time for 2 or so.
Struggling.
Anybody can go.
Can I pick a different one?
No?
I don't like this one.
Nope.
Oh, how about you read it and then I'll decide.
What's your go-to karaoke song, and can you sing a line from it?
Oh, let's go! Yes! I was waiting for this one to get pulled.
I don't karaoke.
Come on.
Not even
really
in the
don't.
shower, in your car.
In the car, but like it's like rap songs. Like I don't have.
Okay, let's spit. Let's go.
I don't have one off the top of my head
Come on.
like that though.
You only get one
I
shot.
know, I'm thinking too.
One
life.
opportunity.
No, I see. I don't even know the words to that.
Yeah. And that's funny. I only
This is
know,
not the one for
three
me.
words to every song. So I'm like, oh.
Okay, give me a song that you like. We'll do it together.
Mine would
I'll
be-
probably have to look
That's
up.
gonna get copyrighted.
No, I'm gonna look up the lyrics.
Mine would be Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big butts.
I like big butts and I
I
cannot
cannot
lie.
lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
There we go.
You got this.
Nicole did it.
So
All right,
funny.
Jess, you're up.
I don't know. Maybe like Party in the USA.
Oh,
That's,
there we
the only
go.
thing I can think of right now.
Okay.
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
which
Put your
part of the
hands
song?
up.
Yeah, that part.
I hop off the plane at LAX with a dream in my cardigan.
Woke up in the line of Amex.
Welcome to the land of fame excess. Woo!
Am I gonna fit
Fit
in?
in.
I like your
Jump
woo.
in the cab, we're here
And
for the first time. Looking around.
See the Hollywood sign.
This is also
Crazy.
everybody seems so.
Famous.
There we go. There we go.
You gotta think about that one really hard.
Mine, I don't actually do this in karaoke because I don't really like you. I haven't done karaoke in a long time. But the song "Zombie" by the Cranberries.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I
You know that
love
one?
that one.
I went to Oktoberfest a few years ago, and they play just like either like very German songs or like American sing-along songs, and that was one of them that they just like played over and over and over again. You just get people who've had like 100 beers and they're just like screaming.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Wait, you didn't sing it, though.
I have to remember the lyrics.
All I know is the zombie part.
Yeah, exactly.
I am not a singer as much as I would aspire to. That'd be cool. That's just not. I didn't get that. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I don't think it's in my. I don't have it in me.
It's literally just saying "zombie" over and over again.
Well, let's hear it, boss.
Gotta do the special.
We had
We'll do it
busted
together
up.
if you play it.
We'll do it together.
In your head, in your head, what's in your head? In your head, zombie, 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 oh. There we go.
Nice.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay, mine. What's your favorite smell and why? God, I know, right?
That's probably one of those weird ChatGPT questions that I didn't actually write.
Like, I'm super sensitive to smells. Like, I get migraines real easy. Like, I break out in rashes. Like, I'm really, like, if you had a candle going, I would ask you to blow it out. Like,
Wow,
yeah.
okay.
Like, I get migraines really easy. But something that I absolutely love is, like, fresh ground coffee. Like, I just want to shove my face in it and sniff it. Seriously.
palate
And I gave
cleanser.
up coffee, like, 2 years ago now. So I miss the whole routine and the warmth. And
So you gave up coffee,
Why?
but you still love the smell of it?
love the smell.
Why'd you give
Yeah.
up coffee?
Well, it runs right through me. No,
Okay.
it messes up
That's
my
fair.
stomach.
Yeah.
You know, I get the jitters. It's just, I don't feel good on it. I don't feel
Yeah.
myself on it.
Okay.
But I miss the whole routine, the morning, waking up. And
What about like decaf? Does that
I've
make a
been
difference?
trying to explore with the decaf recently. A couple people have asked me if that bothers me. And I've only tried it twice. I've got a decaf coffee twice. And I haven't had any issues. The first time I forgot to get an alternate milk, which I had an issue because I'm lactose intolerant.
They
But,
say like hot girls have stomach problems, so just roll with that.
That's
There
right.
you go.
So yeah, I think, coffee would be my favorite smell.
Okay. All right. What about you?
I like smells, like candles. Like that's my. I probably have a candle going every day in my room. I work from home, so I like the smells. It keeps me focused. Maybe like mahogany teakwood or like eucalyptus.
Ooh. All right.
Like those strong, like masculine smells. I like
Yeah.
those.
Have you guys ever? My personal answer is dill,
Oh,
the herb.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That smells good. That's a very specific smell, though. I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
that
so
dill.
good. I don't really love dill pickles, but I love the smell of dill.
I love pickles.
that's wild.
It's super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like cilantro, like the
like
fresh
cilantro, too.
herbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dill, I guess it makes sense.
Are you the types that like the smell of gasoline?
Yes.
I don't.
Like
I feel
race
like-
fuel, 100%.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Some people really like it. Some people don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. You got to be careful with that one.
Yeah. I'm not out here like huffing my gas
Yes.
when I'm getting. I'm like, don't mind me.
People like campfire too. I'm not a big fan. Like I don't want to smell like anything for 3 days. straight, like,
Campfire is tough because you like
forever.
it just like gets in your pores. Or same with Benihana. It just like
Oh, yeah.
gets all up in,
hibachi.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I went to Benihana one time and then I went to like a holiday party afterwards and they're like, You've been somewhere before this. I can smell it.
Calling me out.
Cool. Well, thanks, y'all. Thanks for being on. Anything you want to share for the audience before we wrap up?
No, just book us for your next party.
Yeah, you can request girls specifically.
Let's
Shop
go.
Cabana Girl and Cabana Boy apparel.
There we go.
There you go.
Plugging
Sponsor
it.
us.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all, for listening.
Cheers.
Leave a review, 5-star rating. It helps us grow the show. And we'll catch y'all soon.
Thank you for listening to the Cabana Boys Podcast. Please like and subscribe to get new episodes as they're released. Write to the show by sending an email to thecabanaboyspodcast@gmail.com. You can find the video version of the show on YouTube at the Cabana Boys YouTube channel. The Cabana Boys and all other related brands are also on Instagram and TikTok at Cabana Boys Podcast, The Cabana Boys, The Cocktail Cowboys, and The Cocktail Boys. This has been a T-Door production.